Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll run it here. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Right back to him on first down. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On the carry, here's Sanders. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Over!
On third down, that's Williams. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, Elway. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. First down, Vic. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Let's go. 20.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Vic will look to throw on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because Most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
White 20.
A second down throw for Vic. And this will be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. It'll be Vic once more. Ertz has it left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 13 and also a first down. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Again, it's Vic. And that is incomplete. Barry Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Vic again. Dancing to his left. And he'll find a man. That's Landry. And down inside the 15 he goes. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
I 90.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Vic to the air again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Zach Ertz from 13 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot in the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third down, Elway. Buying time to his left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Here we go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it with Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Pushing through the contact. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Ricky Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Steps away to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Second down, Vic. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On third down, Vic. Flush to his right. And now another one thrown incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They will indeed go for it. Vic eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Vic now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but first and 10 here. From the shotgun, it's Vic on the move to his left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Right 20! Right 20! Hey! Wait.
Vic operating on first down. He'll get this one off to Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Vic with the incompletion there on third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll throw again. Here's Vic. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 28 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort from minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Elway. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So here's Vic following the interception. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Vic on 2nd down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. In for the score. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Okay, you got 4. You got 4. Watch it now, Barney.
So here we go. Elway on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. A 1st down throw coming for Vic. Being chased out left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the up. It's caught at the 10. And they move this